your home, and that's with my cleaning heroes from Zero Res. This month, get 3 rooms Zero Resified starting at just $129, plus take $75 off an air duct cleaning and 20% off upholstery cleaning. With their no residue difference, it's what separates us from the competition. You owe it to yourself and your family to breathe happy, healthy, and clean. Call Zero Res right now at 952-ZERO-RES or go online to ZeroResMinnesota.com and ask for the AM 950 special. Backorder forward spells the same. Zero Res.
Greg Bakun here. I've told you about the out-of-the-world roast beef sandwiches at Maverick's Real Roast Beef, but I haven't told you about their Philly steak sandwiches, turkey, bacon, avocado sandwich, BLT, crispy chicken, fish sandwiches, brisket, or pulled pork. Okay, you get the idea. They make a lot of delicious food to the same standard as their famous roast beef sandwiches, and now I'm starving. I'm going to go to Maverick's Real Roast Beef off Lexington and Roseville, and you need to go too. Check out their menu at mavericksbeef.com.
With your AM 950 weather, I'm Brett Johnson. Look for partly cloudy skies tonight with a low around 21. Thursday, some snow later in the day with a high near 26. And Friday, partly cloudy with a high near 36. Join Stephanie Miller, John Fugelsang, Hal Sparks, and Frangela for Stephanie Miller's Sexy Liberal Save the World Comedy Tour. They're gearing up to rock the 2024 vote. And the Sexy Liberal Comedy Tour is coming to the Pantages Theater on Saturday, April 13th. Find the ticket link and more info at am950radio.com.
Portions of the following program may be pre-recorded.
The views expressed and the opinions given by the individual host, guest, random reptoid, or chupacabra may not necessarily reflect those of AM 950 Radio, its affiliates, or its sponsors. Now, it's time to step into the unknown. There are things people experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in the corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us. Share your story, share your experience, because this isn't just your story. This is our story. This is GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun.
And this is GhostBox Radio on AM 950, where every night we talk about the paranormal, ufology, Bigfoot, and so much more. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful Wednesday, March 20th. We got a lot to do today. We have a lot to get through. We have some really amazing people on the show. We're going to get to our special guest, psychic medium, Define, in a moment. But I do want to bring on Adam real fast. And Adam's in the house, and he's going to play a pivotal role in tonight's execution of the program. How are you doing tonight, Adam?
I'm more on the execution side of anything, but are doing great tonight. How are you and all of our listeners out there? Thank you for tuning in.
So, Adam, I have a question for you.
All right.
How was Ghostbusters last night?
Dinner was great. I actually wasn't able to get in.
What? You weren't able to go see Ghostbusters last night?
No, line got capped. There were 3 folks in front of us who got in, and I'm very glad they got in because they are listeners to the show.
Yeah.
And by the time they got in, I guess there was like 5 seats left. So those 3 got in, and the 2 people behind us got in, which I kind of recognize one of the people behind us. He may have been a listener as well, not 100% sure. But yeah, they were able to get in. Line was capped. But to be honest with you, with the people there that are kind of regulars to the show and walking through the line and kind of seeing some of them, that made me feel better than actually going and seeing the flick.
Oh my God, you and your Star Trek all loving peace stuff over there. My goodness, that's great. My God, you just really laying it on thick tonight, aren't you?
Hey man, I got to because you get back what you put out there. And unfortunately, last night I did see an example of someone putting out some very negative things.
Hey, you leave me
I
out
don't
of
want
this.
that to happen to us.
You leave me out of this. This isn't about me, okay?
It wasn't you and your pasty white legs and your shorts blinding everyone.
I didn't have shorts on last night.
Oh, see, I didn't even notice. I was just
yeah. I mean, you're not even paying attention to what I'm wearing. I haven't paying attention to what I'm wearing. It's very disappointing. Very disappointing.
Sorry.
I think more people might have been able to get in. You might have been able to get in if some media person didn't block off the whole row for himself and his family. But whatever. That's That's
That
neither
has-
here or there.
That has clout, and at some point we'll have an IMDb page too we can flaunt in front of people.
No, it is what it is. But yes, I agree. In total honesty, the fact that there are a number of people I saw there who are listeners of the program, thank you very much for going out there. Let us know what you thought of the film. I'm kind of curious now about it myself, because I did get in, but then I realized that my neck couldn't handle looking up the sheer wall of the screen, and that just wasn't really appealing to me last night. So I had one or two more drinks, and that's kind of how the evening ended. So
Yeah, I made sure to have a drink at the restaurants last night as well. So
absolutely, we got a jam-packed show tonight. A couple things. First of all, one question readings with psychic medium, refined divine. These are always incredible. We're going to start that up in a moment. We're going to bring her on, talk about it. Start putting your pictures. My gosh, start putting your questions into the comments, okay? Because we want to get going on that. But we're also tonight, we're going to be giving away pairs of tickets to Ghost Do You Believe? That is the Dustin Perry live show at the Fitzgerald Theater in St. Paul, April 3rd. We have tickets to give away tonight. Before we get into the first break, we're gonna remind people, call in. Don't call in now. Only call in if you have a question for Refined Divine. We're gonna bring that on. So I want to, first of all, bring in our super special guest, and it's always good to see you, psychic medium, Refined Divine. How are you tonight?
I'm great. Thanks, Greg.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming on here. And I am so excited because, first of all, you're going to be with us a lot more.
That's right.
And everybody is so, people are so excited when you come on. And I remember I just had to go through the last episode that you were on because we had some calls, and I wanted to be able to put some of those sound bites into some of the commercials because they are so genuine. You just can't write this stuff. It's so much more genuine when it's coming from the people who are being touched. And there's so many happy people last time that you're on.
Jenna, that's always Greg.
Yep.
Yeah. It's because it just streams right through me, and it comes out so straightforward because I'm able to remove the Debbie part of myself and just let it flow through. That's why it's so creepy accurate as people describe me. And it's great. I love doing this for free. I love helping people that need it. I'm a lot like Adam.
How would that, how?
I and Adam like to help people, Greg. I'm not sure if you're aware.
Yeah, well, no, you are, and so is Adam, to be very honest. As much as people also say I'm creepy accurate as well. They just leave off the accurate part, but it doesn't really matter what they think. So basically, how tonight's going to work. First of all, people are putting their questions into the comments as we speak, and this is pretty rapid fire if you've seen us before. So your questions could be pretty much about anything, and that includes mediumship, not so much on the medical side, because as psychic medium, refined divine is many things, but you are not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing you. I'm not fixing you of anything. Get your butts to the doctor where you belong.
Right. And I'm guessing you're not a lawyer either.
No legal advice here.
Nope. And I don't know what our psychic medium refined divine says, but I do not want to hear any questions about politics. That's
thank you.
Yeah.
And actually, if you do know me and follow me, I do not watch media, and I do not watch the news, and I don't vote.
Yeah. So there you go.
So
there. And another little secret to how this all works, because the woman Diane says, how do we get questions answered? Well, that's great. First of all, you can put them in the comments. We'll try to go in order the best we can. But if you want to get to the front of the line with your question, you can call in 952-946-6205. The number is 952-946-6205. Our friend Adam will take your call. Let us know that you're on. And that's how you jump to the beginning of the line every time. Right?
That's right. Just call.
And now psychic medium refined divine is going to be on virtually every other week with us now, and that's exciting. It's so much fun. It's so much fun when we just are able to just kind of see how you work, and also just be able to converse. I love doing it.
Yeah, it's exciting. I love it. Even though it's late, I got this.
Absolutely. Are you ready to get started?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
Let's get going here. Let's start with Heidi. And Heidi says, am I going to get the new job I decided to go after?
It's this, Heidi. This is what they say about time, Heidi. It's time to get your butt in gear. There's a lot needs to be done here. And now that we're putting one foot in front of the other, things are finally going to be starting to work out for you. It looks like it's not even just the new job spot that you're going to get, but it looks like that there's going to be higher pay. And in that higher pay, I'm seeing a lot of you doing the things that you would like to do in life with your family. Money is something that everybody has to have to, get those things, those luxuries of life that we'd love to have. And I see a lot of a wanting of that. So we're going to be looking forward to that when that happens there, Heidi. We're going to all have a round of applause for you.
And Heidi, please make sure that you update us on how that goes. We'd love to know. That's fantastic. We'll leave that with you. Now, once again, we're doing one question readings with psychic medium Refined Divine. If you want to also schedule a reading with her or find out all the classes, the retreats, everything else that she does, you can go to refineddivinepsychic.com and check out everything that is going on there. You can put your question in the comments, or you can call in 952-946-6205. That's where we're going to go right now. We have Rose on line 1. Rose, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much for calling in. How can we help you?
So I am just transitioning. I just quit my job, and I am wondering what the next rest of 2024 is going to look like for me financially and job-wise.
Okay, Rose, are you going into a restful state where it feels like that we've worked these work hours for a long time? So we're looking for something a little less, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. And so now we're going into this transition where we are like, this is our next stage in life. This is where, you're supposed to be having fun. We're supposed to be vacationing. You're supposed to be traveling. You're supposed to be putting that party hat on and your little dancing shoes and actually getting out there and enjoying life again. Does this make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And so with this, they say, don't make it too serious because, a lot of your career was very serious. So now's the time to have fun. So whatever you pick, let's do it with a happy heart and fun eyes. Let's look up for the fun job. Let's look for something that isn't the 9-to-5 grind. Let's look for something that makes us spark joy.
Excellent. So what about the financial piece of that? Is that going to be okay, though?
You'll be okay because you got that secondary income on the side. Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You'll be fine. And so you'll be completely okay. Remember that if we worry about money, that just attracts more worry, right? We have to know that it's already figured out and we got it all figured out and that we have all the finances that we've ever wanted because that's what the universe hears. The universe doesn't hear attention to yes or no. It only hears attention on. So if we're in lack of, it'll pour more lack towards us. So we have to focus on the positive. Makes sense?
Great. It makes perfect sense. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You, Rose. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Rose. Isn't that the interesting thing about that is you're absolutely right. And this is hard for, I think, everyone to do is the idea of like, if not worrying about the money aspect of it, because that is true. Because over the last year, I've kind of had to try this exercise myself because of sanity, really, at the end of the day. But it's hard not to worry about money, isn't it?
Yeah. And so when we have that focus, remember that, the main focus is remember the universe doesn't hear yes or no. We just have to remember the universe knows our focus on. So we have to think of the positive things, not the negative, because the more we think negative, the more that pulls. So we always have to just, train that brain to think the next best thought. I always tell people, just think the next best thought up from I'm broke. What can you actually say that's better than I'm broke? I'm going to figure out my finances and the finances are coming better now and I'm feeling better about this. Anything to get your mind off of the negative part of it will bring up the vibrations and line up with more income.
That is fantastic. Okay, so I'm trying to look at the time here. we got one more on the line. Can we take her before we have a break?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We have Annette on the phone. Annette, how are you doing tonight? That good, huh? Starstruck, aren't you? Annette, are you there? Now, can you hear that, Refined Divine? No, I'm just kidding. There's nothing there. All right.
I think we lost her.
All right. Well, call back, Annette. If you have a chance, please call back. Why don't we try to get one more in before we go to our break? Let me see where I left off here. Let's see here. Cindy says that I have a question for Deb on behalf of my husband that is here right there with her. He wants to know if his nephew who passed has any messages for him.
Yeah, so the nephew comes right in, and it feels like this is a very quick death, and it feels like it was taken away and sudden. And so when this happens, it leaves a lot of despair in the heart, right? And there's a lot of connections with this, not just with the uncle, but the family itself, because young death is, crucial in understanding that it is not when, it is not how, it's just that it is. And so when we understand that it just is, then we can better deal with the grief of what happened, right? Because our brain likes to get into so many different places, because what's happening is what he's showing me. The nephew's saying that there's so much thinking going on. There's so much processing in the brain. There's a lot of overthinking about like what happened, how it happened, all the things. He does show me, he's coming in right quick, and he's showing me out in the heat, and whatever you're doing out there, you guys are sweating, and there's a lot of like profuse sweating going on, and you almost look shiny, he shows me to me, but you're having fun, you're joking around. He's a really fast-paced individual. He's got a lot of energy, and always looking for the next best thing. Does this make sense, Cindy?
Cindy, if you're able to put down in the comments real fast, if that makes sense, that would be helpful. If not, we can also pick that up when we come back. But Cindy, let's see. Cindy says yes. He says yes. Her husband says yes.
Yeah, and so when there's that loss inside, he also is saying to me, please know that I am there, and that there is somebody in the house that does see him often. And when he is there, there's something with the lights that twinge or twick. I don't know what he's saying. Not flicker, but twitch. Does that make sense? Is there a light moving or shaking? Because it's not like a flicker. It looks like a twitch to me.
What you say, Cindy? What you got? It's much more dynamic on the phone.
I know, you could have just called in, Cindy.
Cindy says, "Yep, that is true."
Okay, yep, and that is him.
Okay, that is fantastic. Once again, folks, we are doing one question readings with Psychic Medium, Refined Divine. If you want to have her answer a question for you, put it into the comments, but you get to the front of the line when you call 952-946-6205. We're going to be taking a break here. And Cindy says real fast, she says, wow, thanks, Deb. Me and my husband really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're so welcome.
So we're going to give away right now. We're going to be giving away tickets to Ghost Do You Believe, Dustin Perry's live show at the Fitzgerald Theater. That is April 3rd. That's 8 p.m. We have tickets to give away. You need to call in, though. It's local. 952-946-6205. I mean, if you want to win tickets and want to drive in from somewhere to St. Paul, you're more than welcome to as well. Once again, the number is 952-946-6205 to win tickets to see Dustin Perry at the Fitzgerald Theater, April 3rd. It's going to be a fantastic program. We're going to have him on the show on Monday. So why don't you call in now? When we come back, more questions with Psychic Medium, Refined Divine. And also want to point out to the Facebook network, Get Haunted. Thank you very much for sharing out for me tonight. I really do appreciate it. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950.
Reach your highest level of consciousness and well-being with MetamorphosisConnections.com. MetamorphosisConnections.com is an online directory of the best holistic and metaphysical practitioners to help you make your most informed choices. You can search MetamorphosisConnections.com for classes, events, wellness and life coaches, plus metaphysical products and shops. You can also search for a wide array of healers from all modalities, including EFT, sound healing, energy healing, light therapy, ancestral healing, shamanic healing, reflexology, past life regressions, hypnotherapy, yoga, and more. And if you're not sure where to start, the search feature on metamorphosisconnections.com is tailored to help both those who know what they are looking for and those who are just starting. Come explore the possibilities for your higher self by visiting metamorphosisconnections.com. Their experienced practitioners can guide both beginners and those that are already on their spiritual journey. That's metamorphosisconnection.com, your link to direct you on your spiritual transformation.
In the heart of the Northeast, there lies a hidden beast, a dragon's lair at the crossroad, guarded by the maiden Mother Crone. A treasure trove of spells galore, discover incense, books, jewelry, and more. Just as the oracles foretold, this is where your mystery unfolds. As the shadows creep and the veil gets thin, do not fear what lies within. Magus Books is where your journey begins. Visit us at 1848 Central Avenue Northeast in Minneapolis or online at magusbooks.com.
Greg Bakun here. Like you, I love good, fresh, delicious food. So I want to tell you about this treasure in Roseville called Maverick's Real Roast Beef. Maverick's has the best roast beef sandwiches I've ever had. Made fresh every order. Add fries or onion rings dropped in the fryer when ordered, and you have a winning combination. Maverick's Real Roast Beef has a lot more than roast beef, so check out their website, mavericksbeef.com, or check out their restaurant on Lexington in Roseville. And welcome back to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. How exciting. We have psychic medium Refined Divine with us tonight. We are doing we're having a great conversation, having people bring in their questions and whatnot. And once again, folks, you're just getting a sample of psychic medium Refined Divine tonight. This is not something that this is just a little bit. And she also offers classes. They do retreats. There's going to be fairs and other things here. And sorry, I'm just kind of looking at a couple different things at once, and my mind is my eyesight's immediately like deflected, and I have like just shiny thing, and I'm looking at it. Sorry. So you're muted. I didn't mute you. There you go. There we go. We're a bunch of professionals tonight. Amateur AM is what I call this. But that's okay. That's right. This is E for Effort Radio. We and Adam, we have 3 tickets, 3 pairs to give away tonight. So and then when you have them, if you wouldn't mind giving me the names and we'll announce them towards the end of the show, that would be fantastic. There's a couple ways you can do the questions tonight. Put it into the comments, put your questions in there, or you can go to the front of the line, VIP treatment on GhostBox Radio, and just call in at 952-946-6205. That's where we're going to be going right now. We have Michelle on line 1. Michelle, welcome to GhostBox Radio. How are you tonight?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Do you have a question for psychic medium Refined Divine?
I do. Hey, Deb, it's Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Hey, I'm
Michelle,
wondering
guess what?
if there...
Hey, Michelle, guess what? Greg's single.
What?
Greg's single.
Just stop it. Stop it. I mean it, damn it. It's not funny. You're giving me anxiety.
Well, and I don't know, Michelle, if you're watching the Facebook, you can see me, so you're just like, no.
I can't see you because I'm using my phone, so I'm not that tech savvy.
Then you're lucky. Then you're lucky.
Michelle literally just had a reading today, and in her reading was that she was going to meet somebody in the very near future, and here we are.
Here we are. You don't see it, but I have a Raggedy Ann doll behind me, and that's bliss. So.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I say.
Okay, anyways, Michelle, what would you like to know?
Okay, my question is, does my mom have any messages for me?
Yeah, sure. Let's look. She says this, Michelle. She says She says that the parenting in which you think that you didn't do is not what you think. She says that if you would like to know what real parenting is, just look in the mirror, because she says she lacked in so many different areas. Does this make sense? That she lacked in so many areas. She wants you to understand that you had way more going for you than she had. Does this make sense? Michelle?
Michelle,
Hello, Michelle. Calling Michelle.
phones are, I don't know, AM 950 phones. That's what I'm blaming it on. I'm blaming it on completely.
Okay, well, Michelle's mom is now laughing, and she is computing and wanting to say that Michelle is just really on the right path, and she's growing such at a rapid pace, and she has learned everything she needs to learn. And there's a lot that she wants to say, that she's proud of her, and that there's a lot of sorries that need to be taken place, because a lot of the mothering that once was there is.
That's great. That's great. Now we can make we can make fun of the phone system, but Alexander Graham Bell himself installed them at the station, so they should be working just fine. So so please go ahead with your. I'm sure Michelle's still listening, or not, one of the two.
Yeah, and so Michelle, what she's saying is just one step at a time. Don't get too hard on yourself. We know that there's a lot of new children coming into your life, and that you are taking this adoptive parent role. Understand that everything that's supposed to be is, and your mom is backing you 100% on this, and she is so fucking proud of you. Like,
Wow.
she really is. I mean, so excited.
Oh, so dang excited. It's
So dang excited.
somebody's earning their money tonight at the station, that's for sure. Phones and buttons and all sorts of things they have to push.
Dave just poked me. Dave poked me.
Yeah, it's phones, buttons, and everybody's dropping halfway through.
Oh my goodness, this is yeah. Well, there we go. So with that being said, so Michelle, I hope that resonates, and I hope that was helpful. Feel free to call back if you wish. Let's see here.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here.
Michelle is back. Of course you are.
Hi, Michelle.
Did you hear
Hi.
any of that? Did you hear any of that?
Well, I heard like the first two comments, and then she asked me if it resonated with me, and I said I was saying yes as my phone died.
Mm.
Yeah, so she
Yeah,
she
it
was
was my
talking
bad.
to us about how her mothering skills weren't stellar, right? And there was a lot that she missed. And she was talking about how proud she was of you, and she is coming right back in again. Here she is. Okay, and now she's talking to me about how she's proud of what you're becoming, and she says that there's so much that you're going to be doing, and she sees a great future for you. And now she's showing me different things that she sees lining up for you, and we see lots of kids coming in. We don't just see one or two, we see masses. And with this, you have to
Okay.
understand that it's one step at a time, Michelle, just one step. You're trying to win the race when we're just need to take a couple steps at a time. And so she shows me that, and she's saying how proud she is of you, because she never said that. She says that it needs to come out, and that you need to hear it, because you're missing this piece.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That's
I
great.
appreciate that.
That's great. Thank you very
I'll
much for
see
the
you
call,
soon.
Michelle.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So once again, we're doing one question readings with psychic medium Refined Divine. As you can hear, that she is helping a lot of people. There's a number of ways that you can put your question in tonight. We're going to do our darndest, and take note of that word. We're going to do our darndest to get everybody in. There's a lot of people coming in. Please know that we have an expanded a schedule with psychic medium Refined Divine, that she's going to be appearing with us every other Wednesday. In a sense, the next time you're going to be on will be April 10th, but then from there on out, it's going to be every other Wednesday. So just make it part of your routine, folks, that you're going to be tuning in those Wednesdays and getting some really wonderful messages from loved ones. Now, Adam, do we still have Annette online, or did she
We just got her back. She switched phones.
Okay, so Annette, are you with us?
Hi, yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Annette. How are you doing tonight?
I don't know yet. Ask me later.
All right. Well, this is already going well. So.
Yeah, my question is, it's not every night but a lot of times it feels like something's shaking my bed, or someone or something is up walking on my bed or sits down on it. Can you tell me what it is?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so straight away I get sage your beep out of your house. Literally, you need to get a big, huge stick of sage, sweetheart, and we need to sage every single room of that house and open that front door and let it out. I want you to do it. Go ahead.
I was hoping it was my dog Sheba that passed.
Okay, no, it's definitely not. When you open that front door, I want you to let all of that smoke out, and I want you to do that for 7 days straight. Every single day for 7 days. 7 is the holy number. It's a good amount of time. On the 8th day, this will stop happening. I also want you to sage yourself when you're doing this. So this is what I want you to understand what's happening in that. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
Because you have put this out into the universe that you really want your daughter to come in, and that you think dog. It's dog. And well, this dog is like your daughter, correct?
Yeah, she saved my life twice.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, this is daughter energy. And so when we talk about this and we want them to come back into our lives and we want them to be in by us, we are putting out in the universe, we want this, we want this, we want this, we want this. And so other things can come in and present themselves and just start doing it just to get our attention. Does this make sense?
Yes, it does. Could it possibly be my ex-stepdaughter hexing me or anything?
This is not anything that's related to you. This is just something that comes.
Okay.
This is energy that attracts other energy. So this is like when we know that we want the other side to come in and we project that out and we talk about it all the time, because they're telling me you talk and you tell people about this all the time, and we make this like a big conversation and subject matter, that we're attracting that energy in, and that's building it. So when we build things like this, go ahead.
I will follow your orders.
When we build things like this, they get more energy by us talking to them, and they get more energy about us talking about them and giving attention to them. And so the more we pay attention to it, the more it grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. And so things that are like our past love dogs and past love daughters and things that we love very dearly will never try to shake us or scare us. I want everybody to know that, not just Annette, but everybody. Like, they're not going to be scaring you. They're not going to be, dark shadows, all that. That's not happening. When your loved ones come in, you're going to get little flickers and chills and happy stuff and, all of those things, really good experiences. So whenever we're getting a scary experience or something that doesn't feel good to us, get out that sage and just torch that house and open up that door and let it out.
I don't feel scared. I don't feel scared. I feel like, I don't know, I was hoping it was her, but I will do what you said. I will sage for 8 days.
Sage. And so did you put your puppy to sleep?
Yes, we had to.
Yeah. So she shows me that. And she shows me that she was very comforted and that she was suffering a great deal, and she thanks you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome.
Thank you, Annette.
Sage that house, sweetie.
It's always good to hear from you, Annette. Thank you very much for calling in.
Bye-bye.
All righty. Bye-bye. I got to ask you, do you, you're obviously getting energy from animals.
Yes.
Do you read, by chance, like living animals, like pets and stuff?
Correct. Yeah. I read all living humans, animals, trees, all the things.
That's why.
Clairvoyant.
That's why you can never read me. That's right. So, but would you ever be open if we do like a pets only episode one time?
Yeah, For
I think
sure.
that'd be super fun. Okay, let's
Oh
do
God,
it.
yes. That gets super fun because I can literally tell you the traits of your dog, what they do, how they're doing it, how they act, all the things. And people are like, what even? And I'm like, I just tap into their energy.
So once again, folks, you're probably wondering why we're not reading a lot of comments from the comment section, because people are taking our advice, calling in, and that's the way to get in to the front of the line to get your question. We can hear your beautiful voice. 952-946-6205. That's where we go right now with Billy Joe. Billy Joe, how are you doing tonight?
She got tired of waiting.
Just, Adam, just pretend you're Billy Joe, for goodness sake, would you?
Billy, is that you?
Hello?
Hello, Billy Joe?
It's John here.
I guess we have John now. I don't know where Billy Joe is.
Hi, John.
Adam, before we get to John, Adam, do you want us to go over how the phones work to you beforehand, or
apparently we do, but it's all
okay,
just up like Christmas trees right now.
Did John just hang up too? I thought I heard someone hang up. Is that, or John, you still with us?
John, I think they're just hanging up on us now.
What do you say? Do you Adam, you start the conversation with hello. You do know that part, right? I mean,
I shouldn't say it's GhostBox Radio. What
you shouldn't be like, we don't want your call. Don't, because I've seen you before. Don't do that.
Well, I'm going to see if I can at least get somebody on here.
We'll call it divine intervention. Whoever's supposed to be on will.
Right. Well, you know what we can do? Why don't we, because we're going to take a break here in a second, but why don't we see if I can get another question in real fast? And this time we can go to the comments, which we have a billion of them. So I'm trying to get back to where we left off so it's fair. Let's see here. Alana says, I have a question for Debbie. What is going on with my husband's health? Well, there we go. We've said that you're not a doctor, so you have the right to be like, well, go have him go to the doctor. It's up to you.
Yeah, he does need to go to the doctor, and he's super grumpy. So I'm picking up on really grumpy energy. And so when we're grumpy, we're just not going to feel well. And so go to the doctor and just make sure that nothing's really wrong. But really, it just feels like a piss shit attitude. I mean, a grumpy attitude.
No, it's good. It's good to speak your mind. You're speaking his language too, aren't you? A little.
Yeah,
bit.
that is his language. Actually, that's exactly what I pick up when. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. Before we go to break, I do want to post this because I just saw this. Heidi says, I loved Refined Divine's classes. So that's cool, right?
Yeah. Yes. So classes on Mondays at 7 and Thursdays at 7. We do them via Zoom or in person in Galesville and Holman. And guys, they're only $10 a piece. You buy a pack of 5 weeks and it's $100. You can't beat that. It is community. It is togetherness. It's a spiritual community for everybody to learn together and rise up together. And I channel every single class precisely to who's there. It's so magical.
That's amazing. Why don't we do this? Let's go ahead and we'll take our next break when we come back. And Adam, if you have a chance, if you can get me the names of our winners, that would be great. We'll do that at the end of the show. And then when we come back, we have Tara up next on the line, and we'll do some more questions. This is a lot of fun. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950.
Feeling like people just don't get the vibrant rainbow unicorn that is your celestial essence? Have you been wondering how you stepped into this infernal, mundane timeline full of muggles, NPCs, and toilet paper shortages? Here at Magus Books and Herbs, we get you, and are staffed with real-life unicorns just waiting to help you rediscover your shine. So come explore your magical side with books, herbs, incense classes, and more at 1848 Central Avenue Northeast in Minneapolis or online at magusbooks.com.
If you own holistic or metaphysical business and are looking to expand, then you need to be listed on metamorphosisconnections.com. It's a network where you can grow with like-minded practitioners and reach new clients. Metamorphosisconnections.com is an online directory you need to list yourself and your business. Our platform makes it easy for you to create listings of your products and services, and you can also choose to list your classes, events, and so much more. Metamorphosisconnections.com helps you create weekly and monthly promotional ads targeted towards your potential clients and promotes them for you via social media and newsletter. There are clients searching for your specialty right now. Let us help them find you. Start your listing today so you can share your own unique gifts and talents by finding the level of membership that best fits your needs. Let us help you reach your clients that are searching for what you do. Visit metamorphosisconnections.com and sign up today.
The Electric Fetus is having a pre-inventory store-wide sale now through March 24th. Take 20% off almost everything in the store, including new and used vinyl, CDs and DVDs, Electric Fetus t-shirts, hoodies, and pint glasses, and tons of other great gift items. The store is open 10 to 6 Tuesdays through Saturdays and 11 to 6 on Sundays. It's closed on Mondays. The Electric Fetus is located just south of downtown Minneapolis at 2000 South 4th Avenue. More info at electricfetus.com. That's electricfetus.com. Sale ends Sunday. With your AM 950 weather, I'm Brett Johnson. Look for partly cloudy skies tonight with a low around 21. Thursday, some snow later in the day with a high near 26. And Friday, partly cloudy with a high near 36. Grab a tray of Cafe Latte's Cafeteria and select from a wide variety of sandwiches, salads, and soups. The bakery features fresh baked breads, cupcakes, and more, while the pizza and wine bar has gourmet pizzas that pair perfectly with their 30-plus wines by the glass. Located off Victoria and Grand at St. Paul or at cafelatte.com.
And welcome back to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. My name is Greg Bakun. We're having quite an incredible night. It's been a lot of fun here. We have Psychic Medium Refined Divine on, and we're doing one-question readings with her, and we got the phones pretty much lit up at the moment. I'm going to add a little bit more work to Adam because we have one more pair of tickets for Dustin Perry to give away this segment. So if you can get through and call, because we have the lines are tied up at the moment with people asking questions. So if you can get through, just let Adam know that you're calling about the tickets. Okay, let's move things along here a little bit because I want to make sure that we get in as many people as possible here. Going to the lines, and once again, the phone number is 952-946-6205. 952-946-6205. We go to Tara, and Tara, are you with us?
I am.
Hi, Tara. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Do you have a question for Psychic Medium Refined Divine?
I do. I would like to know if or when I'm going to meet the one and if I'm going to be getting married.
So, Tara, they say this to us. They say that there needs to be more initiative from you of getting out of that house and going out.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta go. We gotta get out there. We gotta wiggle that, shake that butt, do that thing you do. Bring them in. Be that joyous self that you have in there because you've really lost a lot of joy inside of your heart, and we have got to bring that back. They show me the Tara that used to love to dance and just like be there and like bring this boisterous attitude, and you're just like a give it to you kind of girl, right? Like you just say how it is, and that will attract in your mate. Because being your truthful self, they're saying that's the guy that's going to come in and sweep you off your feet. And that's the one you'll be with for the rest of your life. But you have got to put yourself forward and be that spunky self that you know that's inside.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yep.
Thank you very much for calling, Tara. I hope that you find success and that you let us know how it goes when the time is right. That'd be great. We are also, let's see, we got a lot of questions in the comments. I just posted the phone number in the comments because some people are saying that they want to know because clearly I'm not reading it enough times. So let's call in 952-946-6205. I apologize to the people putting into the comments, but we've always said if you call in, you're going to get to the front of the line because it's much easier to interact that way as well. And we get to hear your beautiful voice. So Billy Joe has tried calling again. Billy Joe, are you there?
Yes.
How are you doing tonight?
Good.
Good. What do you have for Psychic Medium Refined Divine?
I have a question. I was wondering if my dad had anything to tell me.
Yeah. So Billy, so did your dad die of a heart attack? 'Cause I'm getting like I can't breathe and my heart is just hurting.
Pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Was there heart issues?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But
I think
he couldn't breathe at the end.
Yeah, so it was like his breathing, but his heart gave. Okay, so that's why I can't breathe. Got it. So just making sure it's him because I have a couple different people showing up for you. So I just want to make sure that it's your dad I'm picking up on. So he was kind of rough and gruff. Yes, like he was the kind of person that really like said what he meant and it was straightforward. Reminds me a lot of you. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah.
Okay, because this is what I'm picking up is that there wasn't a lot of words that were said that were like, I love you, I'm proud of you, all the things that you're doing are right.
Yep.
And there was a lot of like the mom thought one thing and he was completely opposite. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. And so with that complete opposite, he wants you to know that he sees you in a completely different light now. And he is so incredibly watching you and all of that you're doing. And he does see all of the Christmases and all of the things you're doing together. And he is proud of your relationship with your sister that you continue this.
Okay.
Makes sense? Family matters to him. Family matters to him.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
Christmas was his favorite holiday.
Well, all holidays too. Like, because he was showing me like all the holidays. Like, it was the coming together. It was the family part of it that he loved.
Yep. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Great.
Love
Thank you.
the grandkids.
All right, Billy Joe. Thank you so very much for the call. I hope all that resonates for you.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Take care. Once again, we'll get back to the comment section hopefully in a bit, but luckily people keep calling in. The number is 952-946-6205. And we have Ann on line 3. And I'm just reading something. So immediately I got off topic in my mind here. Ann, welcome to GhostBox Radio. You're still with us.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Davey. Hi, Greg.
How are you doing?
Hi.
Good, thank you. How are you doing?
Good. What you got for Psychic Medium Refined Divine?
I have a question. A couple months ago, I developed really good connection and friendship with the gentleman. He was very helpful with my family, and I thought that our friendship will continue because, that kind of this small project with the family kind of ended. But I didn't hear from him in about a month. I was wondering, he decided not to continue our friendship, or I will hear back from him.
Yeah, and so that's so very sad. I'm sorry for that. I can feel your heartache with that because it felt like that he was really meant to be a part of your family. I see this as a gift, not a hurt, because he was doing some things that weren't so good. And so when I look at his energy, it doesn't look very truthful in who he was. And he's the kind of man that could be anybody that you needed at the time. So the fact that he picked up and moved along actually was a great gift for you. And that there is definitely somebody else, a good companion for you that's going to be around and want to be around and not ghost you. And ghost you means leave you hanging. Okay.
How soon someone else will be coming in my life?
It looks like it doesn't look like very long at all. 2 months-ish. It looks like 6 months, like 60 days-ish. It doesn't look that long at all out from this current time period. Do you go to the community center?
No, I do not.
What is it that you go to that's a lot of people sitting around?
Maybe my church, but
okay, church. Okay, because what I'm seeing is it's like eating and being in a community and being together, and that's where you'll meet him.
Mm.
Okay.
Is that good? Does that resonate with you?
I think she hung up.
Oh, well, I mean. We got almost a full conversation.
That's okay.
So it's
okay,
a start.
and it's okay. And some people, it's all about maybe not what they wanted to hear, but I'm not about padding things. I'm about giving the straight truth of exactly what I see in the energy that I look at, because the truth sets us free.
Absolutely. Now, Adam, are the phone lines open again if people want to try calling in? He might be on the phone, actually, so we'll just let that go as much as we can. Before we get to our next question, I do want to just read off our winners for the Dustin Perry tickets for next week. And congratulations to all of you, Kyle Jenkins, Michelle Asted, and Terry Hoppenrath. Thank you very much for that. We will, if Adam hadn't had a chance to, I'll get in touch with you all how to get your tickets. It's going to be a fantastic night. And really, once again, congratulations to all of you. And thank you, as always, for listening to GhostBox Radio. We're going to go to Joshua on line 2. Joshua, how are you doing?
Good. How you doing, Greg?
Good to hear. Good to hear you.
I know, right? I just wanted to ask for Pine Divine if she has any messages from my aunt.
From who?
From my aunt, like my aunt.
Aunt. Yeah. Okay, got it. What's her name?
There was 2, but it depends on which one.
Who smokes?
Emily's the most recent. Mm-hmm.
Who is the chronic smoker?
Lizzie.
Okay, that's who I have, because she gives me this. She's like, say this. She'll know it's me. So she comes in and she says that they're doing great. They are together. She says that they used to play cards. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
God,
so she shows me playing cards, and she says that they're having the time of their life up there. And she says that don't be too worried about what's going on with you and what's around you. She says there's a lot of worry lately. She says to have more fun, and that she's peeking in on you. There's a lot of worry. Yes.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. Remember to have fun with life, babe. You know, we only got today. Let's live it up.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
you're
it.
so
welcome. That's definitely Aunt Lizzie for sure. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Joshua, it's good to hear your voice. Thank you so much for calling in. All righty. Why don't we go over now to line 3, where we have Christina. Christina, welcome to GhostBox Radio. Do you have a question for Psychic Medium Refined Divine?
I sure do. I was wondering if my ex-husband and I will rekindle our marriage, or is it over?
It looks like there's a lot of communication happening. It looks like there's a lot of pullback from him, feeling like that things aren't equal or settled. Does this make sense?
Kind of.
So equal as in like give and take, like what you bring to the table and what he brings to the table. Does that make sense? A control struggle. Does that make better sense?
I think so.
Who's in charge? I'll keep breaking it down until you can see what I'm saying here. What they show me when I look into your energy is it's a pull. Either he's ready for it and he comes in and then you pull, or he comes in and you're not, and you guys are keep pulling back and forth. There's like a struggle. There's like a power control struggle thing going on.
Okay.
Like you guys are back and forth. You know, the old saying, I can't say this word on here, but you know, beep or get off the pot. Cook or get out of the kitchen.
Yes.
So they're saying to me, just decide. They're saying just make the decision and stick with it, because we got a lot of back and forth here. Like you both are just going back and forth on this. You're in it to win it or you're not. Like, come on here now, pick. And if you pick it, it's a yes. It's a yes. But you have to be solemn in what you're picking. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you.
Christina, have a good night.
Hope the very best for you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you very much. We have about 2 minutes left. Should we try to get one more in?
Yeah.
And once again, folks, just in case we run out of time here, Psychic Medium Refined Divine will be back on April 10th doing this again. So please mark it in your calendars because you don't want to miss out on being able to get your question answered. Kyle has the question. Would you mind telling me what Steve is trying to tell me?
Okay, there it is. I was like, where's the writing? There seems to be a lot of confusion around the understanding of his death or how he died or what happened. Does this make sense?
Let's see if he's
Is there a couple of different ways they thought he had passed?
Trying to see if he's answering here. I don't see him here. The only thing is we have about a minute left. Oh, there he is. That he says that does not resonate.
Okay. What's his name? Again, what's his name?
Steve. It's Steve.
It seems like that there seems to be a lot of different things that he's doing. It feels like things are being moved and we're seeing things out of the corner of our eye and we're thinking like the attention with music. And so when we say, what is he trying to say? He's trying to say that he's okay, that everything is exactly as it's supposed to be. Like there's just a lot of question. I'm still getting like there's a lot of question. I'm not sure what that means to you, but you'll get to understand that. I don't know what the question is about, but there seems to be a question around a lot of things.
And we're going to have to leave it at that as we're up against the clock. Once again, Psychic Medium Refined Divine, thank you very much for everything. We're going to have her back on April 10th. Don't forget, you can see everything that she's doing over at refineddivinepsychic.com. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Refined Divine. It was so much fun. And we'll see everyone tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night.
Hi, it's Matt McNeil.